The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather around the pit with your hosts, Johnny Maggs and Messy Mike. Let's talk barbecue.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast, where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you'd normally talk around the pit. As always, I'm joined by Messy Mike.
Hi.
Hi.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
Oh, new phone. That's right. You're
Yeah.
still trying to figure out all this high-tech redneck stuff, huh?
Well, the face ID is tough sometimes.
Oh, shut that thing off, man. That's all you need to know.
Oh, hold on.
Where's the vote?
All right, we're good.
You good?
Yep, we're good. Sorry.
What's up?
Nothing much.
Mr. Sleepy.
Yeah, just yeah.
It's been weird not talking to you this week.
I know.
You're sleeping, helping your buddy doing the overnight stuff.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Oh,
I gotta go tonight too, so. But not bad being in Lowe's at nighttime.
There you go.
Hi.
Who is this?
Who is this? When did you get here?
I just stumbled up. I was like, you guys have an extra seat?
Oh, it's like it's the old Dean Martin.
What are we doing here?
How'd you get in my room?
What's going on?
We're just smoking cigars. Or two people.
I just want to play. Can I play?
Absolutely.
What's up, boys?
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are joined in studio by a good dear friend of ours, Greg DiGiorgio, better known as the BBQ Broker.
What's up, gentlemen? Thanks for having me.
What's up, brother?
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
This has been a little bit in the making. We started talking about this back in June.
Here we are.
And here we are, finally ready to rock and roll.
Well, that was a good time.
That was a great time.
We pulled an all-nighter.
Those are usually
And
the
then
best
some.
times.
And then some. That's what it's all about.
Oh yeah,
Excuse me.
100%.
So much fun.
Yeah, because we met at Mason's Army
Mason's
function
event in June, yep.
back in June.
22nd, I believe it was. a Saturday.
And,
Yep.
you know, we're all members of New England Pitmasters.
Yep. Shout out to my boys.
You know, Kevin, Chris, all the boys,
Crawdaddy
BK,
Crawford. Yep, KY, BK, Phil
everybody,
West.
Phil,
You know,
Paul.
Brandon, BK himself, we used to work together. I don't know if you guys knew that.
We just found that out.
So he's seeing my barbecue posts on Facebook. He's like, dude, you got to post on the BBQ Pitmaster group. I'm like, say, what? Who? People, this is the place I can post my smoked meats. And he turned me on to this. And, you know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So, BK, shout out to you. And, of course, you know, Kev and Crawdaddy and those guys, they just welcomed me with open arms. You know, it was awesome.
Did you catch Crawdaddy on Steve Ray's Owl's Nest last week?
Of course.
Crushed it.
So good.
Crushed it.
It was awesome. It was a great show.
Awesome. He did an awesome job.
Unbelievable show.
Awesome job.
It was awesome. So those guys, big shout out to my boys. And, you know, it's such a great group. Just being able to share ideas and everything. I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, the response, everyone supports each other. And
And most of it's local.
it's all local.
A lot of local
You know what it
guys.
is no one bashes each other on it.
No.
It's all friends of friends of friends. No, there's no haters. Just, you know, everyone gives their opinions and you take what you want and leave what you don't want. And everyone's mad cool about it. So love those guys, man. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
MVP represent, baby. You know?
Absolutely. It was a little warm today. I had to brought the sweatshirt with me today because it's been cool.
It's always hot in studios, though. I was rocking that V-neck because, you know.
Cool in the mornings.
Yeah.
It's been cool in the morning, so I always have the hoodie with me and things. So I'm like, grab that one. I'm like, then it's 78 degrees in the afternoon. It's like, you know, typical New England. You know,
You don't know what it's
40 in the morning.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Heat in the morning, air conditioning in the afternoon.
Yeah. And at
40 in the
nighttime.
morning, 80 in the afternoon, and negative 40 at night now.
Yeah.
So it's like frost on your grass when you wake up in the morning.
That's it. The
Not yet.
perfect
Frost
time
is
of
coming.
year.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Pick those veggies.
Still
because
mowing the
forget it.
freaking lawn.
Pick those veggies before they get cold.
So we met that night.
Yep.
Like you said, we pulled an all-nighter and
Yep.
hell of a night.
Remember what happened, right, when you woke me up?
Oh, you were ready to shoot me.
Oh, you?
I cocked back. I mean, it was like my only half an hour I had to sleep.
Me and him, we stayed up all night.
Yeah.
You know, everyone, Chris crashed, Kev crashed, Phil crashed. You know, so it was me and him. And we're like, okay, enough's enough. It had to have been 4:30
Yep.
in the morning. We're like, okay.
We need to get some shut-eye.
We got to get a little bit
Phil was going to
ourselves.
stay up a little bit.
Phil was going to stay up. We woke Chris up.
Yep.
We're like, okay, we're just going to
need
go
sleep.
crash. We'll be back at 6. Where, across the room is where the cars are parked, so we just slept in the cars. 6 o'clock, I woke. For some reason, like 5:45, I just woke up.
About 5:30ish.
Ain't nobody around.
Everybody's sleeping.
Everyone's sleeping.
What is this?
Oh, but you could hear something. What was
heard
that
something.
noise?
I heard a sizzle.
You're not supposed to be hearing really
that ain't good.
sizzling when you're smoking low and slow.
No.
From where my truck was to where the smokers were, there's just wood in there. It's burned. The pits are up at 500 degrees. I go bang on his. When I open the door, he jumps up. I go, get up.
I go, what happened? He's like, the meat, it's sizzling.
The sizzle.
Oh, man.
And that's
We had to open up the chambers, let
Open
the
the
heat out.
chambers. There was on
Open up
top
the-
of one of the pits was legit a fire because some of the wood was still green.
Might have been a little bit too much wood in there.
So we were
the wood
placing
guy.
them on top.
what guy?
The woodsman.
We
Yeah.
were placing them on top to dry it out a little bit for a quick minute. Those caught on fire. So one of the pits we had literally had a
It
bonfire
did.
on top of the firebox.
Nice.
We had to let some heat out, and then we had to close some vents, and just kind of choke out the fire a little
That's
bit.
it.
And,
Oh yeah, I mean that's happened to me a couple times with the same pit you guys were cooking on.
Yep.
I don't know. I got to figure it out, but I got to put a baffle closer to the firebox. But one time I think I had 10 briskets, 10 pork butts on for a construction event. All of a sudden, it's October. I open it. The wind catches it. The whole inside is on fire. It just goes.
So the one you have was reverse flow that you were working on?
Yeah,
No.
it's Meadow Creek.
Okay, so that has the baffle system already on the bottom, right?
It does, but I gotta put a thicker plate above the firebox. Yeah, I freaking closed it, shut the vents, and prayed. I'm like, first time ever happened. I'm like, holy shit! Shut everything off, and the good thing about those is it goes out.
It does.
and then you just start
Very
right back.
responsive.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen those. Those look like really nice. Nice. You get the ones in warming box. And
I
the-
did,
and the
but I
chicken
turned
cooker?
I got the chicken cooker.
Yeah.
I had the warming box as a warming box and a smoker.
Okay.
But one time I was cooking a shitload of chickens in it, opened it up, and because it's right over the firebox, just a huge fireball came. So that's just a warmer.
Burn your chest hairs off.
Warm it
Yep.
up.
Eyebrows, chest.
Oh, yeah.
So so that was the night we met.
Yep.
And of course we hit it right off.
Yeah, we got along. We did.
3 o'clock in the morning, a couple cigars, a couple beverages, and small enough world.
Yep.
We know a lot of the same people.
A lot of people.
He goes, oh yeah, my buddy owns Roma's Bakery. I go,
Hey, Mikey.
Mikey. I go, you know Mike? I went to school with Mike. I go, he goes, how the hell you know
We used
Mike?
to hang.
I go,
We
"Oh."
didn't just go to school. We hung.
You
We used to hit
hung.
All my early clubbing memories are
Oh,
with
yeah.
that dude right there. Come on, Bahamas.
Well, a lot of times with Mike and Dave, Mike Faro and Dave Burnham.
Good dudes,
I
man.
lived with Dave for a while. Oh,
Good
real
dudes.
good dudes,
Yep.
great families. So then, we got talking
Yeah.
about everything.
Rob Manzella,
And Rob Manzella, I've known for
the
years.
908. What's
at
up,
the
boys?
908
The 908.
in
Some
Woburn.
guys are watching out there today. Those are good dudes over there, too, because we love our cigars. You know?
Ramanzello, daughter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the
Yes,
cheerleader.
yes,
Yeah.
okay. Yep.
Yep. One and the same.
Good dude, and ran the whole event that we just did at the 908 to raise money for the Veterans Committee. Actually, the final number was 7,400 on that we raised.
Oh, nice.
Now, does he do that every year?
Through the raffles. It isn't every year.
Okay.
Smoke and swine, usually get like a pig and everything. They've never had the same person back for whatever reasons. But we've already been asked to come back next year.
Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
So I'm pumped.
Oh, absolutely.
I did it with my buddy and fellow NEP and 908 member Ed Lefebvre,
Yep.
fellow pitmaster, and Paul Ferrazano, and we were up all night. Same deal, man.
Oh,
we had three of us,
absolutely.
so we could one dropped at 1, and then we kind of stayed up until 3, and then I fell down about 3, took a little bit of a nap. Paul stayed up till about 4. He left. Ed came back. I got up. Time to wrap the meat, baby. Let's go.
Get the rotation.
We
going.
did 10 briskets. We did 8 pork butts, which we could only fit 10 and 4 in the smoker that we rented. So I had to fire up my new Brinkman Trailmaster limited edition.
Oh, the one that you painted.
That I just scored off Facebook for $65.
Perfect.
It does look
Painted
very
it,
nice.
put a probe port in it, put the latches on it, put all the high temp silicone, the gaskets, the silicone food grade around all. I sealed all the gaps up. It's tight. There's no smoke that comes out of anywhere where it shouldn't come out of.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome. So we had 4 going on that. So we had 2 fires going, right? One that's holding temp pretty damn good because it's a tank.
Yep.
And then one temperamental little.
You always got that one.
You always have that one.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we had 4 pork butts going on there. And so that is not a reverse flow. So I had to make a baffle system that that Ed actually gave me, these 4 diamond plate baffle systems, these little plates about maybe a foot long, 4 inches wide. And then I got the grilling grates you can put over the firebox. I wrapped those in aluminum foil and put them on an angle to block the fire. 2 of them, one at an angle, one here, and the baffle plates would push the air and come up. So that worked pretty good. So I didn't really have any scorches on the firebox side, so to speak.
Nice. Yeah. You're always running into everything.
You can't just put meat on and expect it to cook.
Oh, hell
if you're doing offset.
No.
Unless you have an electric or something, a propane assist or whatever. You gotta babysit.
No.
And you're babysitting briskets, which are like children anyway, and they all behave differently, which I've talked about this on.
Well, because you need the aerodynamic, and if they're not cut all the same and all the same weight.
Aerodynamic is key.
Yep.
Gotta trim your brisket. I mean, some people don't trim their briskets. I just put a brisket trimming video up, actually, on NEP and on my IG page.
Yeah, the other
recently.
day.
Yeah. Some people don't trim.
No.
I know some guys that don't touch the brisket.
Oh, a lot of big restaurants, like really big restaurants, don't trim brisket.
Yeah.
They'll take it, they'll smoke it, and then whatever they're using to slice it, they'll just scrape all the fat right off of it.
Yeah, but then
and
you're
they'll
losing all that
separate it.
side.
You're
Like you
losing
want to
that
get,
bark.
you want to get the bark on the side, expose all that fresh meat. So you could see where the point and the flat come together. You want to get the bark all the way around.
Oh,
That's
100%.
the beauty of it. I mean, what Yeah.
But when you're cooking for the masses, you want as much product as possible. You know.
Yeah. You're gonna scrape it off. If you're gonna scrape it off at the end anyway, I say just get that crap out of the way now and just get a good looking finishing product at the end.
Oh, absolutely. Hands down.
You want it to look like a meteorite just landed in your lap. That's my goal.
Yeah.
So as we were talking that night, you had mentioned, the BBQ Broker.
Oh yeah.
Tell us that story. How is the what is
who is why,
the
and how
BBQ Broker?
is this guy?
Who, what, when, why, and how?
So about a year ago, just before I started on the NEP, posting on the NEP page, I was sitting around with some realtor colleagues of mine, and talking about real estate, but also barbecue and like how much I love it because I just can't seem to stop talking about barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Ask my wife. Hi, honey.
Oh yeah.
So I was telling them what I did. I was like, I brought a couple briskets, for a couple different clients for the housewarming parties. And they're like, you did what? I'm like, yeah, I just smoked a brisket. And I get invited to a lot of housewarming parties. After we close, I always give a little closing gift. And I get invited to a lot of cookouts. So I was telling them, I was always trying to figure out what to bring, like what type of, it's a food dish at that point. So I'm going to do a brisket. It gives me an excuse to smoke and meats and, yeah, why not? So I did it. So I brought it, and people loved it. And pork is iffy, right? Some people don't eat pork, religion reasons or whatever. But I haven't met anyone that doesn't like beef.
No,
not too many people, unless you're a vegetarian.
Well, yeah,
obviously, but for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So we were talking, and they were like, "You bought a brisket? How long does that take? 12, 15 hours with the prep and the rest and all the stuff." And like, wow, I guess you're like the barbecue agent. And I went, well, I do have my broker's license, so does that make me the barbecue broker? And they're like, whoa, that's good. I'm like, that is good. I'm sticking with that. So the barbecue broker was born, and then I just put it out there, and I've done probably 15 of these housewarming parties with briskets, and there's still some people on deck that I haven't done yet that are going to have some parties this fall.
Down the road.
I'm going to do, yeah. So it's fun, man. It's a passion of mine. It's been a side passion of mine for 9 years, and they're just two of my passions kind of just collided.
Hey.
and then I'm just making it work.
Yeah.
Because I can't stop thinking about briskets
No.
or smoking anything for that matter.
Yeah.
Meats.
Nothing wrong with that.
Meats, people. Meats.
All right, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Awesome.
Attention cigar smokers, or even friends of a cigar smoker. If you're looking to relax with a nice premium cigar or looking for a great gift for a cigar smoker, this is the gift that keeps on giving. Our friends at twoguyscigars.com have created the Cigar of the Month Club. For just $24.99 per month, you or your friend will receive 4 different premium handmade cigars every month, and shipping and handling is included. Go to twoguyscigars.com. That's the number 2, guyscigars.com, and go to the Cigar of the Month Club. You can stop anytime because there's no contract, but you won't because this is a tremendous deal for our listeners. Go to twoguyscigars.com. That's the number 2, guyscigars.com, and click the Cigar of the Month Club. At the same time, if you want to learn about the cigars you receive each month, you can smoke along with them on their own podcast called The Cigar Authority. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a nice premium cigar from our friends at twoguyscigars.com.
And we are back.
Nice.
Checking out my Jordans.
We're discussing sneakers, apparently.
You like those Jordans?
Air Jordans.
Matt
Some Air Jordans. For
Matte black
long time.
with the red bottoms.
Nice.
I may have a few
Red
pairs,
bottom.
depending on what I'm wearing.
My wife has a pair of red bottoms.
Valentine's Day.
Good to know.
I think so. I think the Jordans are much cheaper than those ones.
Maybe. And they're not see-through, so we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. We're back. Yes, Kent, I know I missed you last weekend. I appreciate that, buddy. You know, the whole...
My wife.
Your wife in there?
Rachel.
Oh, Rachel, there you go.
Hey, Rach. Thanks for watching, honey.
Kent's competition was this past weekend.
And he did well, didn't he?
I don't know. I haven't had the opportunity to talk to
Oh, I
him.
thought I saw it on Facebook that he didn't. I think he did well. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But, okay.
Kent, did you
How'd
do
you
well?
do?
So, Greg,
Yes, sir.
clearly you have the passion for barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after our many conversations and the posts and back and forth, banter. When did you get bit with the bug? What got you into barbecue?
2008-ish. I took a trip with my wife to Chicago to visit, and her parents to visit some friends. Mm-hmm. Friends of their sons played hockey, so it was like a hockey family that they were friends with out there. And the guy's like, yeah, I can't wait. We're gonna have ribs tomorrow. I'm like, where you ordering them from? He's like, what? He's like, dude, I'm smoking them. I'm a smoker. It's like, you could do that? The only restaurants did that. I'm like, here I am, like thinking 99 instead of like the bomb ribs, Mm-hmm.
The apple ribs.
So I'm like, so he's like, yeah, I've been marinating them, and within this apple cider vinegar mix, and tomorrow, I want to rub them tonight. They're going to sit overnight. This is his process, right? Mm-hmm. And tomorrow we're going to smoke them. So I'm like, I can't wait to see what's going on. So I'm like, wake me up in the morning, So he wakes me up. We go outside like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. He's got this red Brinkman electric, So I'm like, so how's that going to work? He's like, 225, perfect. Plug it in, it just goes. I had these ribs were, I can't even explain. I mean, they were really good. Okay. This guy had it right. He was putting like the wood chips in there, and it was like awesome. Bark, color, baby backs, nice and big, thick. Mm-hmm. They weren't like, but there's a lot of meat on the baby backs. It was so tender. It was so good. It opened my eyes to what this barbecue thing was. And I'm like, you can make these at home? So, honey, when we buy our first house, I'm going to get that smoker right there, that red Brinkman electric. And I did.
Now, did you bring him steak tips?
No, in Chicago. He's in Chicago. Right?
No, I know.
Right. But I'll tell you this. I smoked some really awful barbecue for the first probably 4.5 years. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was good. It's like, who's going to say their own, it's like crappy. It's good. My wife's like, no. My wife's like, no, they're not good. I'm like, what? She's like, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's too smoky, or I don't know. It's too tough and it's too oversauced. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? And my neighbor, who's a restaurateur, we have this block party every year. He eats my ribs. There's like a silent rib competition for our block party every year. And he's like, yeah, I don't like them. I'm like, what? He's like, nah, it tastes like an ashtray. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell's going on right now? So, save some cash up and got the big green egg. Mm-hmm. Changed my life.
I sold mine.
Did you?
I had an extra
Did you like
large.
It? I had the regular, the large.
I didn't like it.
What didn't you like about it? Just the whole Kamado setup?
No, I'm not used. I mean, I don't know. I just didn't like just lighting it. Because it says, like, if you go to, like, the Big Green Egg, like, YouTube pages, the cylinder, whatever, the bottom, it says use, like, some paper towels dipped in oil and kind of put those in. Don't use a chimney to start it. So I'm
because you want the charcoal it lasts for a good 12 hours if you let it, if you don't
simmer,
do that.
Yeah.
If you do that when you're grilling.
And I think it was just too big. Yeah. You know, because I'm like, I got it, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to use it for, Messy Mike stuff.
Yeah.
No, I got 2 other smokers.
Yeah. You know? So when I got this thing, though, I was like going from electric heat rod on these ceramic rocks to now charcoal and wood. And I figured out why I was cooking such bad barbecue on that red Brinkman.
Now, do you use lump or do you use briquettes?
Always lump.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was putting chunks on the heat rod with the red electric Brinkman instead of chips. And it was causing too much smoke. But so the Weber Smoky Mountains, you could go either one, I think, with that, chips or because you get the coals.
Yeah.
Yep.
But in this electric, it was brutal. It just wasn't producing good barbecue. But then I got a hang of. So I used the little Rutland little square cardboard starters. I put one at 12, one at 8, and one at 4. But in a little bit towards the middle.
Yep.
And I light those 3. No oil, no lighter fluid. You don't put any of that in your ceramic
No, I never
cooker.
do lighter fluid.
And then I light them, and then I just keep the vents open. They light up, and then if you get it, right in the middle, kind of working outwards, it'll last. I mean, when I cook briskets, I don't change. I don't add wood. I don't add lump. It does the whole. I mean, sometimes you got to take it off and push the outside stuff towards the middle. Yep. But what I really love cooking on, that's pizzas. I know you guys had a show on the pizza thing.
Kettle pizza,
the kettle pizzas. I love cooking pizzas on that thing. 700-800 degrees. It cooks in like 5.5 minutes.
It's
glorious.
Another reason why I didn't like it because I had all the accessories too. The pizza stone, the stainless.
Yeah. Well,
but it is a great smoker, great grill.
It's a great smoker.
Yep.
And it produces some phenomenal barbecue if you get your clean smoke and your vents down and all that stuff. And what I like about it is, if I have the choice, don't get me wrong, I'd rather cook on my offset smoker. If I can poke the fire every 20 minutes if I'm up all day. But if I'm going to bed at night, I pop like I'm doing these overnight briskets and I have to work the next day.
Green Mountain.
No, the green egg. I got the barbecue guru.
Coffee on your mind, do you?
No, Green Mountain Electric Supply.
Oh, there you go.
I'll put the little cigar, the Pit Viper on there with the BBQ cloud from Barbecue Guru. And you set that thing, and I go to the first 3 hours, I'm sleeping. I don't have to worry about it. I get up a spritz, go back to bed. Wake up another hour and a half later, go back to bed. Just spray it still every once in a while. And then that's it. Then wrap it. It's, don't have to do much. I can go out, work, show some houses, come back home.
That's nice, yeah.
Briskets, you don't have to worry about stoking the fire. I call my kid. I'm like, Vinny, go outside. Get that shovel. Poke the fire a little bit, which we've done. And he's added wood. He's kept my temps up. My 10-year-old son, Vinny.
Yeah, boy.
Yep. And Anthony, they both help. Both my boys, 10 years old, the twins.
Nice.
Mini Pitmasters. My daughter,
starting them young.
I think she's going to be the next pitmaster of the family because she's always like, Dad, I love the smell of your sweatshirt. It smells so good. I'm like, that's barbecue. That's barbecue, baby.
So all right. So you got into barbecue. The NBBQA. All right. So I know this is your passion. Check out the NBBQA, and I tell that to every single person that made my life. I went to, I've been all over the country learning barbecue, but the NBBQA is an organization.
The mass organization?
No, this is national.
Oh, it's an N or M?
National Barbecue Association.
Okay, got it. Yep.
The people you meet there, the conferences that they have, the phone calls, the SIG calls that they have online that you can do, it's unbelievable.
I'll check it out.
Unbelievable.
Love it.
And it's,
Good to know.
It's a couple bucks. The New England one, it's great. It's just, it's a lot of South Shore Weymouth.
Why is
that area?
Can we have a North Shore chapter?
I'd love to. That would be awesome.
We need to start a North Shore chapter.
Now, have you thought about competitions?
I have.
And
I'd love to. I did a special Pitmaster rack, 2 racks for our Pitmasters that day. Did I not? And I said, Johnny, if I were to do competition, I actually brought. Oh, speaking of,
you had your sauce and you had a glaze.
I have gifts. All right. So yeah, I use my sauce and I use my glaze. And I said, I use the glaze. I use my pork belly, which is my homemade barbecue sauce, which is the base, and throw some apple jelly and some Frank's Red Hot, kind of trim it down. But I got some gifts for you guys today. Check this out. So here we have the BBQ Broker sauce. This is the AP sauce right here. This is my new, just released at the 908 event, is the Northeast Carolina vinegar pepper sauce for pulled pork. Okay. One for you. Gifts are always fun, right? This one you got to shake, right? I won't be offended if you just open it and take a finger test right now. I got you guys some rub. This is my rub I make. Boom.
Ha-ha.
Okay, give it the old finger test.
See, I love the vinegar sauces.
Bold. Nice flavor, peppery. A little on the back end.
Ooh.
But it doesn't last, though. The pepper doesn't last.
No, not at all.
It's just a little, it's like, oh, it's sweet. Oh, there's the pepper. And then, oh, wait, where'd the pepper go? But now you have the pepper already in your mouth. You probably should have tried that one first. But you already have. You've had this one before. It might leave a little bit of the pepper in your mouth for that one.
This is what you had up.
That one, yeah. But
yeah.
But I had the glaze made for the ribs that we did specifically.
Yep.
That's it. I had to make that times. I had to make like 10 batches, like 10 times the amount of that for the party the other week. I was a little bit nervous on that, but this is the leftover from that, and it came out really good.
That's awesome. Thank you, my man.
Well, I like the rub.
You like that?
This one is.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh. This one is
Mike the Mike.
I'm not a huge vinegar guy.
Yeah. I thought you had a vinegar-based sauce.
I have a Carolina mustard sauce.
Oh,
and my sauce is vinegar based, but
Carolina Golds.
A little bit. It's a little thinner.
Do you use apple cider vinegar and white vinegar mix in that one?
No, just apple cider vinegar.
Just apple, because I've seen it both ways.
I only have 4 ingredients in that one.
Okay.
My regular sauce
doesn't take much in those.
No.
Or the thinner vinegar sauce. It doesn't take much to.
And it probably tastes a lot different on pulled pork.
Oh, on pulled pork, you're gonna. As you know, Northeast Carolina is the whole hog.
Yeah.
Right on the eastern side of North Carolina. You move over to the other side of the state, they got ketchup based, and then you in the middle of the state and down Carolina Gold, which I have one that I'm working on, but not happy enough with it to even bring a sample out. Although my wife marinated some chicken with it last week, thinking it was marinade, and it came out really good.
You're off to a good start on
So
that.
now you get a chicken marinade.
So now, all right, well, at least use that for a chicken marinade until I perfect it,
That's it.
So, but
now, have you thought about bottling this stuff?
recently, I started getting a lot of great feedback from it. I'll tell you, the kids love my regular barbecue sauce, like the AP. The kids love it. Like if there's a Kids' Choice Award,
Yeah.
I can do pretty good in that one. Because I don't know about the adults yet, but so far, no, I haven't had any negative responses yet on the AP one. So far, so good with that.
Is there fresh ingredients in this?
All fresh. Yeah. I mean, the ketchup I use is no syrup, the corn syrup or any of that stuff.
No. But I'm saying, like, do you have like real tomatoes and stuff in this, or
It's ketchup
does
based.
it have shelf life?
So I use Heinz Simply Heinz ketchup. So I keep it in the fridge because I don't know any better not to yet.
Yep.
And I just want to keep it fresh. And if you make it, it'll last long. So I don't know how it'll. If I bottle it, I'm sure it'll seal it tight, and then it'll be non-refrigerated until you open it, possibly. Right?
Yes, and then you'll have an expiration date. But all you want to make sure is your pH levels are dead nuts at 4. If they're dead nuts at 4.0,
alkaline,
you're not going to really have a product that will go bad.
Good to know. Good to know. That's why we're here. That's what I love about this barbecue world in general.
Forgot one person that we know.
Mikey? Who?
Eric Spencer.
Oh, you know Spence?
I know. I met Spence. I used to work with Spence.
Good dude.
Down
Is he from Woburn?
Burlington.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
Used to work with him at the gas station. at the Texaco station. David's brother owned, Lenny.
Yeah, Burnham.
Yeah, so when we were kids, we were growing up there, pumping gas, oil changes, all that stuff.
Yeah, good dude.
Oh, not McSheffrey. No.
No.
Different guy.
Good dude.
Different guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are great.
Yeah, enjoy, fellas. Feel free to use me ENS comp. See how you do.
Oh, absolutely. But oh man, this is great. I'm so glad you were able to. We could get the date together to come up on.
Well, I'm still working on this comp thing. So you're interested in comps?
Yeah.
So
someday we'd love to do that. I actually talked to Crawdaddy and Mr. Yor about that not too long ago. So maybe if we get our crap together at some point.
Yeah, because there's a lot of
love to do that.
Local competitions, but when I say local, you're still driving.
Where do you find out about that stuff? Is it on the?
I'll tell you, it is tough to find. If you're
everything I've seen is it's all chicken wing competition. Like I want a brisket.
If you get the National Barbecue News, which we're supposed to be giving one away, that comes every month, and the back of it has every single competition in basically the country.
Now, do I probably need to get some type of trailered smoker to bring it? Or
no, you can do a tent and you sleep in a tent. Okay. You're going to have people with trailers. You're going to have people with tents.
Rolling off, regular offsets out of trailers.
You got guys rolling in with 4
green eggs or Smoky Mountains.
Oh, 100%.
Harry Sue, that guy does all.
Oh, yeah.
He did all.
He's like 3
Smoky Mountains.
Smoky Mountains going. Where all his probes hanging out and wires.
And he was going against the guys with the trailers and everything else.
Yeah, he's grand champion. He's won.
Oh yeah,
he's a
good guy.
He's a very good guy.
Robbie last week had
Robbie's a great guy.
Robbie's a legend, man. That was a good show.
It was. I'm glad we did that show because the way they're portrayed on TV, and that's anybody,
Right.
Oh yeah,
it's different, and I'm glad we talked to him because he's a great guy.
Awesome guy, great guy,
really good dude, man.
So Greg, where can everybody find you? Well, obviously, I have the cheat sheet right here. Well, and also I have your cell phone.
He's on the front page of the Wakefield. What is it? Wakefield Times.
How'd you know about that?
Because I saw it somewhere.
Wait, this is
my buddy's house, I think.
Once in a while, we do some advertising in town where I live.
Your face with the realty company.
A little strip there, on the front page, like every once in a while. Yeah. So there you can check me out on.
Who do you think you're dealing with?
You guys watch out.
We do our homework here and there.
My Instagram page is where I post most of my. It's _BBQ Broker, and I post a lot of my cooks there. And I just got sick of posting 5 ways to spruce up your home before the spring market. I just got sick. You can only watch so many of that, but I'd rather watch brisket videos and my rib cook and check out my pulled pork. It just seems a little bit funner than always doing real estate.
Check out with brisket. Check out Aaron Franklin's master class.
I have.
It's $99.
Did you take it?
I've done it
just for the heck of just to see if you're missing something.
I'm always learning something.
Always.
And everything. Your barbecue's changing with the times, so you always want to keep up to date. On stuff, new stuff, old stuff.
Are you saying it's 2.0ing? Is barbecue 2? Is it 2.0ing?
I think it is.
I think we're getting to that point.
Getting to the barbecue 2.0.
Yeah.
Creative dishes and.
Now, do you use like butcher paper?
Views,
or do you use
always? Yeah,
always butcher paper.
Pink butcher.
Yep.
Wax free, bleach free. I use the Oren OREN that brand Oren International, which I supposedly Aaron Franklin uses that one, and I wrap all my beef in that. But when it comes to pork, I'm a foil guy. It just holds the juices better, and if you're doing your brown sugar, your butter, your honey, or any of that comp stuff,
keeps it in.
It keeps it in nice. You double wrap it in the heavy duty stuff, and I find that I can get my pork much more tender, whether it be ribs, butt. I like it. I like foil for pork, and I like the paper for the beef. And it does something to the brisket. If you agree, it makes it
keeps all the juices in.
It breathes. When you
it's
use
not
the paper.
overcooking.
It's not overcooking, and it just caramelizes. When you take it out of the cooler and you put it down,
you still got the bark.
The bark is there. The caramelized paper. It's the liquid gold that it produces in there.
Yeah, you don't get
It's magical.
It doesn't get It keeps the bark. With the foil, you can get gets a little soggy.
If you don't wrap it tight, really, really tight and airtight, and when you let it sit, it can get soggy. And you work so hard to get that bark in there.
With that
some
paper,
people want to put it back
nice.
on the smoker after the foil, but you don't have to do that with butcher paper. It's just
now. Do you put so like for your events, right? I'm going to give you a little redneck secret.
Sure.
What do you put under your table to raise the tea? Do you
talking about these PVC pipes?
Yes. You got to cut them 16 inches.
Yep.
2-inch PVC.
I've heard
put them
this
under
before.
your tables.
Yep.
That
Raises
way
it up. It's a back saver.
back saver, and then you could put your paper towel on a bungee right under the table. Boom, boom, boom. Keeps it so you're not freaking. Because I mean, how many paper towels do you have? And it's like, fuck, I got pulled pork shit on it.
How many times at the different comps am I going like this because you forgot one peg? So all the tables in front have them.
That's so the
except the one
grease.
we're pulling the stuff off of the
That's
ribs.
so all the grease strips in one corner.
Oh my God, my back is screaming. I go, oh, you got to forget it today. Forget them today. Oh,
I know the feeling.
Well, Greg, thank you so much for joining us, brother.
Gentlemen.
Appreciate it. Great meeting you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
Everybody, catch Greg's stuff on New England Pitmasters. You find most of everything on there. We're admins on the page.
Yes, we are.
And like you said, great page, great group.
Great people.
You know, everybody's friendly. There's no bullshitting back and forth. Well,
a little bit of banter.
Defying bullshitting. Friendly banter back and forth, but there's no slamming each other.
No, none of that.
This looks like crap, and you don't know there's none of that
There's
stuff.
plenty of pages out there like that.
Oh, there are.
We're not one of those, though.
No.
I think if there was, it wouldn't be
Would be
a good page. I mean,
we're a tight-knit crew for a reason, you know? Friends are friends are friends. That's what it is.
All right.
Well, the world just keeps getting smaller, so
that's it.
That's
crazy.
it. Well, that's it for this week, folks. We'd like to thank you all for joining us. You can catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. Catch the audio on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya, and other podcast catches.
Nice.
On social media, find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Pit Life BBQ. We'd love to hear from you. Please send your questions and comments to pitlifebbqpodcast at gmail.com. And like always, please subscribe, like, rate, and review. Hit that share button. The numbers keep going up. We can't thank you guys enough for the support and the love. And that's it for this week. So until next week, keep the smoke rolling.
See you guys.